that kind of strain on consumers and all through the supply chain is what the federal government hopes to address through more than $200 million in grants to expand meat processing capacity nationwide. Jack Thurston takes a look at how the effort will impact one facility in Addison County.
Before a steak or a pork chop ends up on your dinner plate, the meat may come through here, Vermont Livestock Slaughter and Processing in Ferrisburg, where a new federal grant aims to somewhat ease a frustrating bottleneck in the agriculture sector. Local farmers have long had to schedule months out to have their animals butchered for sale.
We can take a little bit of that discomfort off for farmers.
Owner Carl Cushing planning to use more than $1 million from the USDA, plus funds from a state working lands grant, and his own investment to expand and significantly modernize a 1950s property, expecting to eventually double or triple meat output.
The goal is to have this running in a manner that it will work for some time to come, many years to come.
The nation's reliance on meat processing plants came into sharp focus in the early days of the coronavirus crisis, when the disease forced temporary closures of facilities that can produce enough meat in a day to feed millions. Money supporting the Vermont facilities upgrades coming from the American Rescue Plan, with a goal to increase competition, create jobs in rural areas, and strengthen the food supply chain.
This is about making sure that when the next disruption happens, we don't fall apart, our systems don't fall apart, our distribution doesn't fall apart, and people can be fed locally. We're not just thinking about jobs here today, we're thinking about the long-term resilience for the whole system, for the whole country really, no matter what happens in the future.
We only have 4 or 5 major facilities across the United States. So working with our federal partners, we discovered we needed to invest more in a regional system. So that is what you're seeing here. So if we invest here, make it more efficient, expand, we can get more animals in, more animals can stay on the land, and the big payoff for the consumer is, of course, they're going to know where their meat comes from.
That increased consumer interest in buying food from close to home has Vermont Livestock Slaughter and Processing confident it'll stay busy. Construction's already underway, with a solar installation in the works to cover the facility's future power needs. In Ferrisburg, Jack Thurston, NBC5 News.
Another construction project completed